Hey everyone, it's Grace. Hey, I'm gonna be teaching melt resistant makeup and I'm really excited about this. And when I get excited, sometimes I get ahead of myself. So I'm gonna try really hard to not do that. And I wanna start out today by just saying, maybe this is more makeup than you're used to, maybe it's not. But what I will tell you is that I love this for all of the special things that we have coming up in the summer, and so you can use as much or as little of it as you want. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use our finishing spray. Mist myself with that because this kind of helps make sure that not only does the makeup stay on, but it also keeps it from getting cakey. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to, and I'll be honest, some people put it on their face like this, I just can't do it. I have a separate brush that I use for my primer. I'm going to put my primer on, boop, 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 boop. The primer is a must in my opinion because it just makes sure that your product goes on well, stays on well, and doesn't look cakey. I did already put on eyebrows. That is an option for you. I personally won't ever not do eyebrows because my hair is so dark naturally, and because my eyebrows are a little bit lighter, and it looks kind of ridiculous when I don't have eyebrows in. Okay, and now once my primer is on, I'm going to mist again, okay? This will keep it on, and I'm talking hot, like my cousin getting married in the 106-degree August sun, like stays on, okay? Now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is gonna be the part that a lot of people are like, oh my God, this is crazy, but just like hang with me, okay? I'm going to use concealer, okay? I'm gonna put it on my eyelid. Now your concealer should be a little lighter than your natural skin tone, not 8 shades lighter. I'm gonna do it on my under eye area, maybe a little bit here on my cheeks because pore size changes through here and I like a little bit of extra coverage, maybe a little bit on my nose. If I had any blemishes, I could put it on there. And then I'm going to take CC cream and I'm going to do CC cream and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do my CC cream, okay? And I'm gonna use a wet beauty blending sponge. I love Mary Kay's, of course. And I'm gonna come in here with it, okay? On this outside part of the face, okay? And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna start blending this down, okay? Now, I love this, okay? One trick I'm gonna teach you is that if you're dry like I am, okay? If you're dry like I am, I add a few drops of this nourishing oil. I'm obsessed with it. I'm so dry, I just need a few drops. If you're noticing that it's still blending a little bit harsh or like that you're struggling a little bit, mix in just a little bit of that nourishing oil and it adds a little more gloss. It just makes us look a little younger. Now, if you're on the oily side, don't worry about that. But what I love, I'm just blending this in and now I'm doing my eyelids, and I love this beauty blending sponge for getting right here. That point goes up here nice by my eyebrows. I'm coming right in here around my eye. Love this so much. Bringing this up. In my eyebrow, not in my eyebrow, okay? I'm gonna do a little bit over the top of my brow, okay? And I'm just gonna add in a little bit more of my CC cream. And by blending this all together, I'm getting this lightweight coverage, okay? I'm getting this lightweight coverage. I can feel that I have a piece of hair like I'm shedding, but I can't find it, which is really crazy given the fact that I'm so fair and my hair is so dark, but I can feel it. I just can't find it. Okay. Now, again, I've got my foundation, I've got my concealer, so I've got a nice little bit of coverage, but it's not too heavy. I'm not cakey. Look at that, lightweight. Can't see any imperfections really, but it's not heavy. Okay, now, the next thing I'm gonna do for melt proof makeup, I'm still gonna come in here with just, now, this is where it gets really fun, okay? I'm a big fan of using our fluffy brush, our big powder brush, and these new bronzing powders, okay? I'm gonna use the medium glow, okay? Medium glow bronzing powders, okay? I'm gonna take some of this and I'm gonna do my cheek. I'm gonna do my forehead, like this little corner. I'm gonna do a little bit here under my jawline, okay? Now you can see it's pretty heavy. I'm gonna blend it out in a second. Now, I'm going to clean my brush. Very technical cleaning here, okay? I'm gonna take my highlighter powder, which is the Golden Glow highlighting powder. I'm gonna take my highlighting powder on my big brush, okay? And I'm gonna come in around the corner of my eye, around the orbit here, okay? And again, it looks kind of heavy, so I don't want you to panic, okay? It looks like a lot because I haven't blended it out, okay? And then what I'm gonna do, I could clean that brush again, but I actually have brush doubles, which just means it's the same brush. I just have one that's clean, it has no product in it. And I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, now we're gonna do two more things. We're gonna do eyes and then we're gonna do lips and cheeks, okay? And again, I get really excited, so I gotta make sure I go slow, okay? Now, okay, watch how we do. Okay, how we do this, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take that same highlighter we just used around your eye, okay? And we're gonna use it on your eyelid, okay? We're gonna come in here and we're gonna do your eyelid. Check that out, okay? And because it's a highlighter, it's gonna make our eyes that are kind of maybe sometimes a little dark or deep set, it's gonna pop them right out front, okay? It's gonna make them like kind of pop, and that peachy color is going to help counteract any like purple tone. So it's gonna give us a nice, pretty soft color. I love this too because if I'm going somewhere like taking a trip, this just like minimizes my packing. A CC cream, a highlighter, it makes it so simple, okay? So here's my base shade. Now, same thing, friends. I'm gonna take, and I love this fluffy blending brush. It makes it so easy. I'm gonna take the same bronzer I used, okay? And I'm gonna use it as my mid-tone, okay? Okay, and I'm gonna make a little sad face right here over my eyeball, just to give myself a little crease color. Check that out, okay? Just a little crease color, okay? Now I will add eyeliner, but you wouldn't have to, and mascara because I like it, but you wouldn't have to. I personally think people should, and I'm gonna tell you that because I like melt proof makeup, I'm gonna use the liquid liner because I love the liquid liner. It is like legit, okay? I'm trying to do this in the without my mirror, and it's just not gonna happen for me. Okay. Now, look at the difference that makes in my two eyes. So like people always say like, oh my gosh, you know, it'll make your eye look small. No, it doesn't, okay? Now I'm gonna take some of my mascara, okay? And I'm a big fan of our clear brow gel. If you wanna put on some clear brow gel, did you know that, now this is per Grace Lemke, not per Mary Kay Corporate. You can also put that on over your mascara if you have trouble with your mascara bleeding, and it will make sure that your mascara stays put if you have trouble with mascara running, okay? Now check it out, you guys. Check this out, okay? This is the best part of the whole thing, okay? So like, check it out. Like, woohoo, almost done, okay? I'm gonna take, how many of you have a lip color that's like maybe too bright, or you're like, I could never wear that, okay? This, okay, is, this is a berry tone, and this is not too bright for me. I love it. I would wear it all the time, right? I'm gonna take some of this, okay? And I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use one of our cream eye color brushes, okay? Cream shadow brushes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go dot, dot, dot. This is our lip color, okay? Watch this, okay? I'm gonna take this this lip color, okay? And then I'm going to take my sponge, okay? And again, if you're kind of on the dry side like I am, take a little bit of this nourishing oil, okay? Take a little bit of this nourishing oil. Put your sponge in it and watch what happens. It becomes the most gorgeous cream cheek color. And you want to talk about something that's going to look great without being too heavy, that's not going to run, and that I can make as dark or as light as I want. And if you're a person that's like, okay, I've got this color, it's too bright, it's too dark, whatever, you can take this and add a little bit of that oil to it and use it as a lip color. Girl, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. So like, let's say this was a color that was too dark for me. I'm just gonna add some of this to my hand, or a lot of it, because I just did that on accident. I'm gonna take my lip oil. I'm gonna add this in. Check it out, friends, check it out. I'm gonna add this in. And with that lip oil, softens it down, makes it so soft and pretty. Check that out. And I will finish with one final spritz of my finishing spray. And even with teaching that less than 10 minutes here, and friends, you've got a finished look that is gonna melt proof, look great, you're gonna be cute in your photos, and you're gonna feel like $1,000,000. So I hope this helped, and most of all, thanks for watching. Make it a great day.